Hi, everyone. I just have a few words for our lesson. This is on the fourth commandment that will hopefully give you some confidence, a little bit more understanding, and some ways to live into the fourth commandment. Maybe you've already started doing some of your devotions. Maybe you've already done them. But I wanted to at least put this out there. I didn't have a chance to do that yesterday. I've got a million things right now, as I think you'll hear soon enough. But a few words to just get you thinking about and talking about the fourth commandment, or to keep you talking about the fourth commandment. First, I want to just kind of do a brief review. Let me get soon enough, this will be second nature, I hope. Just a brief review on kind of where we've been on the first three commandments that I kind of bunched together in last week's lesson. First of all, we remember that the pictures of the Ten Commandments, like you see there, are simply divided in half, right? 5 on one tablet and 5 on the other aren't the best way to picture them. Rather, we remember that the best way to show the Ten Commandments is rather with, right, the 3 on one table and 7 on the other, like that. Now, do you remember why? Remember, the first 3 commandments seek to direct or to protect our relationship with God. Number 1, you shall have no other gods, or you shall have nothing else in the place of God. Number 2, you shall not misuse God's name. Good news, God has given you a way to get a hold of God, and God wants you to use that name accordingly. And number 3, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Good news again, God wants to spend time with you and wants you to spend time with God. So that means that if the first 3 commandments are all about directing and protecting our relationship with God, the rest of the commandments, 4 through 10, are all about our directing and protecting our relationships with our neighbors. And there are no closer neighbors than our parents. Yes, those really are my parents. But let's look at the small catechism's explanation of the fourth commandment. What is the fourth commandment? Honor your father and your mother. What does this mean? We are to fear and love God so that we do not despise nor anger our parents and all in authority, but instead honor, serve, obey, love, and think of them with the highest regard. Most of this probably doesn't tell us anything that we don't really already know, that we are to love our parents, that we are to listen to what our parents have to say. Life generally goes much, much better when we do this, don't you think? And let me tell you, as a person, as an adult with aging parents, this command takes on a whole new bite to it, as I and my siblings are now in the position of needing to provide just a little bit more care and oversight for my parents. But I want you to notice as well how broad this commandment really is. It's not just about our parents. It's also about everyone who has authority over us in our lives. So I want you to pause the video for a second and think about and talk about who that is in your life. All right, welcome back. So, did you come up with people in addition to your parents who have authority over you? Your teachers, your coaches, law enforcement officers, our lawmakers. There are many, many more that we could probably add to this list. And I know it's not always easy to accept the authority in our lives. Sometimes the authority in our lives even make it hard. But often it's just our plain old sinful rebellion that I want to be the one in charge that makes it hard. Can you imagine what it would be like if everyone just did their own thing and didn't care at all about the rules or the laws or who and what they protect or even why those rules and laws are in place? I would suggest to you that it's not too hard to imagine. Maybe all the trouble in our world right now, or much of the trouble in our world right now, has something to do with either authorities who make it hard to obey, but as well, most profoundly, that sinful rebellion within us that sometimes encourages us simply to buck authority because we think we know what's best, or because we simply want to do our own thing. So God is trying to keep the peace with this commandment, and that's good news. God wants our homes to be peaceful and orderly places. God wants our communities to be peaceful and orderly places, because when that happens, we thrive. And when we thrive, life is good. So, let me bring my screen back up. There we go. Hi. So this week, in your Faith 5 Family Devos, there are a number of suggested service projects that you and your family can work on to live out this commandment in a good way. To wrestle with what it means that we have these authorities in our lives, to express some appreciation for those authorities in our lives, that it may go well with you, that you may live in peace and wholeness. So take a look at them. Try them. Let me know how it goes for you. Keep up the good work in practicing the Faith 5 and these devotions with your parents. There have been some questions about where to find the forms that we fill out, that you fill out for those devotions. It's on our website, but I'll have another video that will show you how to do that and where that is. So hope all is well with you. We miss you. We look forward to the time when we can all be together again and have some fun with FaithWalk. Take care. Bye now.